I am so excited for this match. Both Rafael Mendes and Joao Miyao have some of the most technical jiu-jitsu in the world. At that time, Miyao's guard was almost unpassable, and Rafael Mendes was one of the best guard passers ever. I am really curious to see how this plays out. Let's start right away. Miyao framing the far shoulder of Rafa, so Rafa is going for this raw drag. Amazing work from Rafa. Only now that position is becoming popular, but Rafa was doing that raw drag so many years ago. In this match, you will see a lot of things that are starting to become popular right now. And people are saying like new meta of jiu-jitsu. But these two athletes were doing those things so many years ago. Like the K-guard. Miyao brothers were entering into K-guard so many years ago. But because his main focus from that position was to enter into 50-50 and sweep the opponent. Because mostly they were gi players, you see. So they were not like trying to heel hook everybody. So that position was not that popular because mostly they were trying to sweep the opponent from 50-50. And it was not that exciting to watch. So people completely like forgot about that position. But they were doing it so many years ago. And in this match, it will be interesting how Rafa Mendes is always gaining an angle on Miyao, you see. But because Miyao is so good and so precise with his frames from bottom, it is so hard for Rafa to close the distance. And now Rafa is going for this double unders. Let's see if he'll manage to get it. He is deep, like this is very deep. His left arm is completely over the hip of Miyao. So now he's trying to gain an angle on him, but Miyao just pummeling his leg straight into K-guard now. That was crazy defense from Miyao. Rafa was so deep on that double underpass. But let's see if he'll manage to get something from this K-guard position. Rafa Mendes is controlling the right leg of Miyao. So it's hard for Miyao to pendulum with that leg to create momentum. And now forcing him into leg drag. But straight away Miyao framing the shoulders of Rafa and clearing that position away. Miyao really likes to play De La Hiva because he's mostly coming from the gi background. So he's really good at this like De La Hiva position. But because he's not comfortable at like wrestling up from these positions, it's so hard to sweep Rafa Mendes, you see. Because it's no gi, it's so hard. So he's stuck in only like playing this like guard retention from bottom. And it's so hard for him to gain like points in this ADCC setting. That was like very problematic for the Miyao brothers, this like ADCC tournaments. Because they are like so good at guard retention, but if they don't have like the gi, they were like so stuck and unable to sweep anybody, you see. But if this was like IBJJF tournament, they would have like so much more success in no-gi IBJJF. Rafa is going on outside heel hook, but nothing there. Miyao managed to roll. Let's see this like double unders again. And he forced Miyao into turtle for a second, but Miyao shoulder rolling backwards. Yeah, they will end up in 50-50 from here, yeah. Miyao straight away looking for that inside heel hook, but he did not manage to get it. So now Rafa is completely like having an inside heel hook on him. And that was very deep. Like Miyao is not even like defending that. Like that was like, and still, he's still like in complete heel hook here. Yeah, but they are never like tapping to this heel hook, like never. Fun fact about Joao Miyao and Rafael Mendes, both of them never have been submitted in a tournament. So that is crazy. And Yao is even crazier situation because he was also doing absolute division, you see. So he was also fighting bigger guys than him and never been submitted. So because Rafa was mostly doing only his division, I can understand because he's the best, it will be hard for people to submit him. But Joao Miyao is a crazy situation because he was fighting everybody. And Rafael Mendes was so good in the gi. Mostly when he lost was by like a referee decision. So people have not like even beaten him by a point or something. Like mostly he lost by a referee decision or like one like advantage. But almost never by points. So that is also like a crazy statistic. And let's see this reverse De La Hiva for Yao. This is a good position for him, but straight away Rafa is C-gripping the neck of Miyao. So it's hard for Miyao to enter into something like Kiss of the Dragon from here. And also Miyao is being very careful against Rafael Mendes. So he's not like trying something stupid and like careless. But I think Miyao should open up a little bit more. Because if they end up in overtime, they will need to wrestle from top. And Rafa is a lot better than Miyao in wrestling. And at that time, Miyao did not even know that if he goes into turtle and then stays there for 3 seconds and then recovers into guard, that will not be points for Rafael Mendes, you see. But at that time, Miyao did not do that strategy against people. So if people took him down, he was just like losing points for no reason. Also, sometimes he was pulling guard in overtime and getting like a disadvantage, you see. So that was like a big problem for Miyao. Both of the Miyao brothers. Because they are like so heavily focused on playing bottom position. And now Rafa Mendes is also doing that strategy. Like he's waiting for overtime for sure, you see. So he's just mostly trying to pass the guard, but not giving everything he has. Because for him, it is best to go into overtime and then just like take Miyao down, you see. So that was also a very good strategy from Rafa. But he's still attacking. Like this is like very high level of guard passing. He's not just like stalling here. But he's being very careful as well. Both of them, they're like very much respecting each other game. And Miyao did not even like try one choi bar here. But like Rafa Mendes is always like C-gripping the neck of Miyao. So it is a good position for Miyao to try choi bars. But he did not do choi bars at the time. The whole strategy for Miyao in these ADCC tournaments was just entangle the legs of your opponent, enter 50-50 and try to sweep from there. Which against Rafa Mendes, it will be very hard. And now K-guard entry, let's see. You see like how he's transitioning straight away into 50-50. And again going for this K-guard. Yeah, he's deep. He's deep. Let's see if he'll manage to get it. But that is like his main like point here. Like always trying to go into 50-50. Always. Like that's the main reason like he's entering into these positions. Or if he can take the back, he will do that, but it is so hard to take the back in nogi with these like positions. And if you see people who were playing berimbolo in the gi, like the Miyao brothers, like Mikey Musumeci, Levi Jones Leary, everybody gave up on the berimbolo in nogi. Like it is so rare to see people do the berimbolo in nogi because it is so hard to climb the hips of your opponent if you don't have those like pen grips, you see. So people gave up completely on that. You will see sometimes people going for crab rights in nogi. In my opinion, crab rights are a little bit easier to get a hold of in nogi. But even that, like, it's so like low percentage. In my opinion, it is better spending your time elsewhere in something that is a very high percentage and training in that instead of trying something that barely works in nogi, you see. And if you see like even Rafa and Miyao, they're like so technical in the gi. But if you watch them in this match, mostly they're doing few positions. So Rafa from top, he's mostly trying to gain like a side-to-side angle on Miyao and even force him into leg drag position. And if Miyao overcorrects with his legs, Rafa Mendes is going straight away into double unders and trying to pass from there, you see. So that is like the whole strategy for Rafa. You see like this, straight away trying to go into double unders if Miyao tries to overcorrect with his legs. And Miyao's whole strategy is just playing outside guards. So he's never stuck in between the legs of Rafa Mendes. So he's mostly trying to play De La Hiva, Lasso, or trying to get into K-guard. And from there entangle the legs of Rafa and try to sweep him from 50-50 or take his back. It is very, very simple game, you see. And again, going for this K-guard. But watch how Rafa is controlling the right leg of Miyao. So it's hard for Miyao to pendulum, like to create momentum. And also, Rafa Mendes is putting a lot of weight on his right leg. So it's hard for Miyao to pull him over him, you see. But let's see, this is a good position for Miyao. He has like a very deep grip on that leg. But the time is ending, so now they are going into overtime. And in my opinion, this was a Rafa Mendes strategy from the start. So now pay attention how Rafa Mendes is attacking straight away. Because it is very easy to take down Miyao. They have like zero wrestling experience, you see. So he's straight away attacking him. And if only Miyao knew how to enter into guard without giving points, he would have like so much better chance of winning this match. But you see straight away arm drag and he's straight away taken down and he's not going into turtle, you see. So now he's losing on points. But straight away attacking this K-guard, let's see. You see how he's forcing this 50-50 position? Let's see if he'll manage to do something from here. He was looking for the heel, but yeah, it's so hard to do anything to Rafa Mendes. Like, he's so technical, even if he gets entangled, it is so shortly lived, that like position for the opponent. And again now attacking straight away. But now he only needs to wait for 2 minutes and he will win. And because of that, I think Rafa Mendes will mostly transition into this kind of passing, like his knees on the ground being heavy and not getting leg entangled, you see? Watch how he's backing away with his legs all the time. Mostly doing something like a hybrid rumble passing here. So this is a very good strategy if you just want to pass the time. And if you are winning, like, this is very good. Instead of going like a leg first, going like backwards with your legs and your hips and going forward with your head and your arms, you see? Always framing the hips of your opponent and doing this like over-under, double-under passing. Like, this is very safe choice for Rafa Mendes. It's so hard for Miyao to gain anything here. So hard. So this like double-under position is like one of the best positions if you want to stall. Also is one of my favorite positions for passing. But if you want to like strictly stall, the opponent has very few options to do anything to you. But Miyao being Miyao, recovering from double under straight away and going into reverse de la Hiva. But the problem with this position is he's trying this position for the whole match and it did not work, you see? And he's not changing his strategy because he's mostly gi player. Like, he does not have like that ability to like completely change his strategy. He's doing what he feels mostly comfortable in. And what he feels mostly comfortable is like doing this like Kiss of the Dragon entries and entering into K-guard from these positions. And these positions for Rafa are not big deal. Like, he's so comfortable defending these positions. He's just waiting for the time to end, I think. But this was amazing match for watching how to retain your guard, how to attack, how to stay safe from top and from bottom. Like, amazing match. Hey guys. Most people study Jiu-Jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study.